Hey there, I'm Angella Sharp, and welcome to the Daily Mix. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Okay, so I had a high school friend come back into town this weekend. Not for good reasons, but she was here. So a bunch of us high school friends gathered together to kind of hang out and talk. And I have to tell you that I feel like this is super fun because you know how like people you're kind of grandfathered into being friends with? Me and this girl, we have 100% different political views, like totally polar opposite views, but we're like kind of the same person at the same time. It's just super fun to kind of hang out with those people who have known you for such a long time, and you can kind of reminisce about the old days and then just kind of gather. So what I'm going to tell you today is if you haven't talked to your high school friends in a little while, reach out to them, say hi, see what's up. There's nothing like time. Like I probably haven't talked to this girl in like a whole year. But whenever she comes back in town, we like to, hang out. It's always really nice. All right, you guys, you're gonna wanna listen to this. Do you think you have what it takes to be the next king of Bud? Anheuser-Busch is on the hunt for its biggest fan, and they plan to treat the winner like royalty. We're talking exclusive access to the King of Bud's throne and VIP access to the St. Louis brewery, which is, of course, where the new king's name will be displayed on a plaque for a full year. The grand prize also includes a $500 gift card to spend at the gift shop and a $2,000 prepaid card for travel costs if the king isn't local. Oh, and did I mention this? This is the most important part, you guys. The next king of Bud also gets $50,000. Yeah, you're listening now, right? So if you're 21 or older and think you would fit for the throne, you could enter by posting a picture to Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram showing your loyalty and love for the King of Beers. Use the hashtag King of Bud Contest. Now that contest runs through October 21st, so you've got a little over a week to get this done. You can visit us.budweiser.com/King of Bud for all the details. I mean, $50,000 sounds like a pretty good gig. So let's definitely check that out if you're into the drinking age thing, okay? Later on in the show, I have Tony Parise with me. He is here with the Teen Talent Competition. You guys know I brag on this every year, every time it comes up. I think it's so cool that some of these talented teens get to perform on the stage at the fabulous Fox Theater. It's like a dream. So he's gonna tell us everything we need to know because, deadlines, they're coming up. So if you have a talented teen or are a talented teen, you're gonna wanna listen up. Let's get started on today's Daily Mix. St. Louis's first fully inclusive golf tournament will be held next week during National Disability Employment Awareness Month. Irons for Inclusion will benefit Starkloff Disability Institute and will feature adaptive golfing equipment and players from all types of backgrounds and abilities. Three-time Paralympian and medalist Colleen Young will also join the tournament as the honorary athlete. Irons for Inclusion will be held at Forest Hills Country Club on Monday, October 18th. To learn more and to register for the tournament, go to starkloff.org/4communities. This weekend, award-winning New York cabaret artist Ari Axelrod will bring Jewish Broadway to St. Louis. The celebration of Jewish Broadway honors the songs and stories of Jewish composers and their contributions to American musicals, with beloved melodies and lyrics like Leonard Bernstein and Carole King. Jewish Broadway will run October 16th and 17th at New Jewish Theater at the St. Louis Jewish Community Center. For tickets and more info, go to newjewishtheater.org. Also happening this weekend is Proud to Be Ambitious, a fashion show presented by The Only Lifestyle. The show will feature a collection of trendy fashion mixed with performances by St. Louis artists JR, Reggie Sun, Fresco Kane, St. Orleans, and Murphy Lee. You guys, most of those guys have actually been on the show, so I think this is gonna be an awesome event. Proud to be Ambitious is set for this Sunday, October 17th at Fahrenheit Restaurant. For tickets and more info, go to theonlylifestylefashionhouse.com. The trial of the century is going on under the big top in Grand Center. I'm talking about Circus Flora, and it's now in its 35th year. Once again, bringing magic, laughter, and awe to St. Louis. The trial of the century is a fun twist on a courtroom drama where the big top becomes the courtroom, the acrobats become the evidence, and you get to be the jury. This year's show features local acts like the St. Louis Arches and national talent like Duo Rose. America's Got Talent contender Jonathan Burns will also be there, plus so much more. The trial of the century runs now through October 31st under the big top in Grand Center. For tickets and more information, go to circusflora.org. Now, if you love Greek food, then you're going to make plans for the return of St. Louis County's Greek Fest this weekend. They have a large menu of authentic Greek food that includes everything from main dishes, sides, to appetizers, and of course, dessert. This is an annual fundraiser for Assumption Greek Orthodox Church. This is a curbside event, and online ordering is currently open. Greek Fest runs from 11 to 8 this Friday and Saturday, and then 11 to 3 on Sunday. To view a menu and place an order, go to sclgreekfest.com. Now, after you get your Greek fix, you can spend the next week enjoying some of the region's most creative tacos. The second annual St. Louis Taco Week kicks off Sunday and will feature an entire week of taco specials at more than 30 restaurants, offering their unique take on the popular dish. Now, if you're local for tacos, then you might want to grab a Taco Week passport. Yeah, you can collect 4 or more stamps. Then you can enter to win some cool prizes, including the Ultimate Taco Week prize pack. St. Louis's Taco Week runs October 17th through the 24th. You can download your passport, find the full list of restaurants and more at stltacoweek.com. All right, we're on to Halloween fun. You guys know I love Halloween fun, right? This weekend also kicks off Halloween fun at the zoo with Halloweekends. That is a free daytime fun with pumpkin stomp and chomp enrichment for the animals throughout the day, non-scary Halloween decorations, fall-themed food, and of course, your favorite exhibits and attractions. Halloweekends runs from 9 to 4 on Saturdays and Sundays through October 31st. You can make a free timed reservation and see the daily schedule at stlzoo.org/Halloweekends. Also at the zoo is Boo at the Zoo, right? This is so fun. This is a non-scary nighttime Halloween experience. It features lots of family fun, including festive, spellbinding decorations throughout the zoo, entertainers, special food menu items, and so much more. Guests can also walk around the giants at Dino-Rorus. That's how they say it. It's so cute. You can take a spin on the carousel and ride the Nightline Zoo Line Railroad. Boo at the Zoo is open nightly from 5 to 8:30, starting this Friday, October 15th, and running through the 31st. You can find the details and purchase advance tickets at stlzoo.org/boo. Now, you can get on board for more family Halloween fun at St. Louis's Union Station Train or Treat. You guys, this is so cute. I took my niece and my nephew last year, so of course I had to take them again this year to Train or Treat. This is adorable. So my niece is 4, my nephew is 8. They absolutely love this experience. So they've got like little scary, kind of like, I guess they're skeletons that are walking around. They've got different kind of things you can kind of look at. They have like the scary men like in the different cubby holes during the train. And what I thought was so cute was my nephew, he's 8, he's the man, right? So he was like leading the way. There was one little guy that was like a wolf guy, and he took a step back and he was like, oh, this one's kind of scary. So I had to like help them walk across that one. But for the most part, they just loved it. Nobody was super scared. I think that's the perfect age range, like maybe 10 and under. That is like the perfect age range to go. They even got a little pumpkin when they went through. And of course, at the end, there's this pumpkin man that gives them candy. I also took my niece and my nephew on the wheel. You know, I think we forget about the wheel. It's been up and running for such a long time. My niece and my nephew had yet to be on the wheel, so that was their very first time to go. They had a blast on it. My niece was 4. She said, I'm really scared. As soon as we got in it and went around once, then she was running, trying to rock the train. I wonder where she gets that from. Train or Treat at St. Louis Union Station is open daily through October 31st. For tickets and more info, go to stlouisunionstation.com. Now, when it comes to decorating for Halloween, are you like a go all out person? Do you wear Halloween stuff every week? Or do you just throw a pumpkin on your front porch and call it a day? Well, if you're looking for some unique ways to showcase your spooky side, you should definitely check out Goodwill. Yeah, they have a ton of Halloween decorations or costumes. Or if you're super creative, you could do some exploring, find some everyday pieces that you could turn into really cool, one-of-a-kind decor. Check out this video from Mer's Goodwill on do-it-yourself creepy figurines for some inspiration. Yep. All right, how cute were those, right? Those were super cute. You could totally make those if you're creative. If you'll notice, I'm joined by my guest. I'm so excited about this. Tony Parise with the Teen Talent Competition is here. Thank you for joining me today.
Yes, it's great to be here.
All right, like I said, I brag on this every time it comes up. But for someone who maybe hasn't heard about it, what is the Teen Talent Competition?
All right, it's the St. Louis Teen Talent Competition.
That's very important.
Right? You have to be a teen and you have to be in high school in St. Louis, 50 miles from the Arch. So actually we include Illinois as well.
Oh, okay.
But it's the metro area. This is our 12th year. I calculated the other day, and if there had been a senior who was 18 in our first competition, he would be 30 years old.
Oh my
right
goodness!
So we've been doing it for a long time, and we've seen so much talent across the years. And it's open to all kinds of talent.
Well, let's talk about that, because obviously people know singers, dancers. I think when you think talent, that's kind of the first things that come to your mind. But you guys have had some really interesting acts come through there. What other type of talent are you seeing?
Last year there was spoken word. We had an acrobat. We've had jugglers. I mean, it's just kind of the sky's the limit. You know, if you can put an act together, this is kind of like a resurgence of vaudeville, if you will. And the show, which this year will be February 11th on stage at the Fox, is free to the public. It's the hottest ticket in town. Everybody wants to get there and see what's going on. But it is a competition, and it starts with preliminary rounds coming up. You have to register.
Well, let's talk about that, because registration is coming up. So the deadline for that is pretty soon.
November 1st, so right after Halloween. Next day, we close the registration.
So somebody has to have their whole act together before registration?
No, they don't, because we're going to do a couple of workshops, December 4th and 5th at the Fox, to kind of prepare you for the competition and to sort of let you in on what it's all about. But you do have to register by the 1st of November, just to be on the list.
So even if you think you might want to do this, you probably should register just so you have that spot available.
Correct.
All right, and then they're competing for huge prizes.
Well, you mentioned $50,000. We give away over $50,000 in scholarships and prizes, and not just to the 3-2-1 winners at the end, but all through the competition. Awards are given out and scholarships are given out. So we look at the talent from beginning to end.
I love that. And you've had some kind of big names, people that we're now really familiar with, come through this teen talent competition.
Yes. I mean, two people that I love who won. 1 year, Christina Jones. She's now at the Boston Conservatory. And also in Boston is Royce Martin, who was a pianist, self-taught pianist composer. So he's at Berkeley. I mean, these are huge, huge things.
They can open the doors to other things. You also had Joanna, who was on The Voice
Yes,
a couple
Joanna
years
was
ago.
on The Voice.
And I mean, I feel like that probably helped her prepare for such a big, big stage as The Voice.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Just being on the Fox stage, I think, would be a thrill.
Yes.
So are you kind of able to help calm some people? Because some people have a lot of talent, but they get a little nervous when they try to show that talent off. Are you able to kind of help calm those nerves down a little bit?
Well, we do. I have my artistic team, Steve Neal and Yvonne Meyer-Hare, and the three of us coach the acts for the Fox stage.
Oh, beautiful.
So we get involved at the last minute, kind of the last week, when we have the 12 contestants or 14, whatever it's going to be. But all along, every contestant gets coached by the judges at their level. So, it's a learning experience. So then if you make it through preliminaries for semi-rounds, you've already been coached a little bit, so you can tweak your act or you have a little more confidence the next time around. But it's an amazing program, and we thank Mary Strauss for coming up with the idea. And obviously St. Louis loves it, because here we are 12 years later.
I mean, I just think it's so cool. And so like you said, there are kind of different rounds that happen. And then at the end, you have 12 to 14 kind of big finalists that will perform on that Fox stage. And that is kind of a thrill, because those guys are kind of the top of the teens in the metro area.
Right, right. And so we have several singers, but we have the top singer.
Right.
It's like the top one of all those categories. And it's thrilling. And as you say, just performing on the stage is a win.
Well, absolutely, because I know a lot of like parents and friends of family come out. I mean, you are performing to a pretty large audience on the Fox stage. That alone should help give you confidence to take, even if you don't win, even if you come in 14th place.
Well, we have Audience Choice Awards, so the audience even gets to judge.
There's everything in there.
There's everything.
I love this.
Yeah.
All right, so what kind of tips would you give someone who is maybe sitting at home going, I have this talent, but like, what would you tell them?
Well, you keep it short.
Okay.
Shorter is better. And you want to wow the audience, because you are competing against a juggler if you're a singer, or a pianist if you're, you want to do the wow, right? Nothing subtle.
Right. Don't do anything kind of calm. You want to be super huge.
If you do a sad song, you better make us cry. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
If you do a happy song, it's got to be like the big notes, So think of it that way. But also presenting yourself, because that's part of it. To set the judges up, you have to get up and slate your name and tell about your act and what you're about to be doing. So really that poise of being able to project.
First impressions are everything, and your first impression is going to be your name and probably your high school and what you're doing.
That's exactly right.
Wow.
Exactly right.
Okay, so the registration closes November 1st, and then you'll start kind of weeding down people, but you also have like a practice?
Well, we have a workshop.
Workshop.
2 days of workshop. You can come to one or the other.
Okay.
December 4th and 5th at the Fox. And those are on the website. You can learn about those. And those are like just to help prepare and get your mindset straight before you do the preliminary rounds.
So that kind of helps you even before the judging starts.
Correct.
Oh, well, I love this so much.
Yeah, and it's totally free.
Why, if you had an awesome talent, why wouldn't you do this? I love this. I didn't realize the workshops were free also.
Absolutely.
All right, so what are you most excited about when you see this happen? Like when you see the competition go? I mean, I know you're the writer and director, so you have to see a lot of cool stuff.
I do. I love the transition. I love seeing the preliminary rounds, and that whoever that is makes it to the Fox stage, and their growth in a short amount of time is amazing. Because those kids, when they get on that Fox stage, they own it.
Right, and so you can see a huge difference from when they start.
Huge.
All right, this is so cool. Tell everybody where they can go to do the registration, because that's coming up.
Fox Performing Arts Charitable Foundation, which is Fox, F-A-C, oh my goodness.
Fox, F-O-X-P-A-C-F.org.
Right.
Okay, that's on your screen right now, so you'll see that right there on your screen. Yeah. It's free to register, free to participate. So if you're a talented teen or know a talented teen, definitely register before November 1st, and then you can worry about all the rest of it as it comes along.
We'll get you squared away.
I love it. Thank you so much for coming on and talking about this.
Terrific.
I really do think this is such a cool event. Now, after you register, if you're a talented teen, make sure you follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. You can always drop us a line at thedailymix@stltv.net. We want to hear from you. That's going to do it for the Daily Mix, but keep it right here on STL TV and Experience St. Louis. I'll see you next time.